name is Ntando Sgudla. I'm 19 years old from Pretoria. I'm currently studying Town and Regional Planning at the University of Pretoria, and I'm an influencer and model. I actually have been following the Ultimate Wildcat competition since I've been able to be on social media. So in the days of Kirsty Ackerman and Tanae, I've actually loved following the Wildcat page since then. And this is my third time entering the Ultimate Wildcat competition. Obviously before, I was too young to enter, and I really tried to find any loophole for me to actually be able to get in, and no success. And then I entered last year and that didn't go through, and then this year I've entered and I'm here. I really love going to the gym. For me, it has been my safe space, and because I feel like I am during the day, or sort of in my everyday life, majority of it is filled with just me going to school or doing social media. So for me, gym is my happy place. I love running. When I was growing up, I was quite overweight, and then I started running and I just fell in love with it. I mean, I can wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and just go for a run, or that's how I sort of prefer to get my day started. I love running. I love amapiano. That's my favorite genre of music because I love to dance, and I feel amapiano just makes you want to move your body. I would say ambitious, because I've always known that, from small, that I've wanted to do something with my life. So for me, I've always said that I will never let my age or my race or my gender be a limiting factor to anything. If I want to do something, I'm going to do everything in my power to go get it. And then another word would be passionate. If I do something, I do it with a passion. I do it thoroughly because it's what I love to do. And then the last word that I would use to describe myself is people-oriented, actually. I really love connecting. I love connecting with people. I just love people. I am a people person. Oh no, for me it's gender-based violence. For me, I've been very close to a lot of people that have been affected by gender-based violence, and sort of seeing that, even now I work with brands, or I sort of can work with organizations and actual national departments to sort of give out sanitary pads where we can, or go to mothers' shelters. And I sort of think that has been really a lot connected with my pageantry work in the past, but sort of staying connected with those people and visiting the shelters of the people that have been abused, or the mothers that have been abused and have had to run away from their home into these shelters. Sort of hearing their stories has made me even more passionate about gender-based violence. I think social media has impacted both, obviously positively and negatively. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for social media. I wouldn't be doing what I am doing. Obviously it has its negative side effects. Before, I was 12 years old and I became anorexic because of what I saw on social media, and sorry. But I was quite obese, and I sort of saw things on social media that really really introduced me to a very toxic lifestyle, where I would, from such a small age, I would get lunch from home and I would either throw it in the dustbin or give it to my friends. And sort of even my whole friendship circle that I was friends with in primary school, we would sit at break and we would not eat because we were so obsessed with just being skinny, and sort of that did stay with me for quite a while.
Obviously now it's so much better, and I mean through also social media as well, I saw that was an unhealthy lifestyle, and I could grow from it and watch YouTube videos on how to be better and live a very well-balanced lifestyle, and sort of going to gym, which is also where I did fall in love with exercising. But social media does have its ups and its positives and its negatives. Obviously school's always going to come first. I mean, I literally just came back from writing an exam now, but for me, time management is very important, so I usually do schedule my weeks and my days and my hours, and I do have sort of set days where I do schedule to take content or to post on my social media. And then obviously I make time for school, and I make time for, I'm not the biggest social person, or like I don't really go out. Obviously I will go to spend time with my friends and all of that, but I'm not a person that really does go out. I'm sort of more at home doing or getting things done that I need to get done first, and then I make time for my social life. I love running. For me, running gives me time to think a lot and sort of to de-stress. Me running with music in my ears or listening to a podcast and just sort of getting away from that and giving myself time to be away from that and to breathe and sort of think about what my next move is instead of stressing. I also really do, I pray a lot, and I sort of give my challenges or things that I can't handle, I give that to God and understand that He will always make a way for me to get what I need done, and that has never failed me. In my life, it's definitely been my mom. She is sort of really encouraging for me. I mean, with social media and with everything and anything that I want to do, I mean, I played almost every sport under the sun. Like, I even did water polo, and archery, and all of those things. And she's really just supported me through all of that and sort of always let me know that I can do it and that there's literally nothing stopping me from getting what I want to do. And then also another role model for me has been Lalela Mswane, who is from Miss South Africa. I just love her tenacious spirit and how she just stops at nothing to get what she wants. I really do give myself a break when I need to, and that is actually quite often. Like, I know I choose to listen to my body and to listen to my mind when I feel like I've had enough and I can't go on anymore. Then I will, like I said, I will go for a run, I will go to the gym, and that for me is my form of mental health, caring for my mental health and caring for, or self-love. That for me, it's through exercise and moving my body and allowing myself to de-stress or to actually address what's going on in my life and to give myself a break sometimes when I do need it. I do regret not allowing myself to reach my full potential because of thinking what other people may think of me, or or thinking about what other people would think, or doing things for other people and not for me, or not saying no sometimes when I've needed to say no, or putting other people before myself and my own needs. Don't give up, keep going, because it does get better and you do get stronger and you do get better at things. I mean, for a while I really struggled with my social media and I was very stagnant, because I mean, I've been doing social media since I was allowed to have a phone, and I've tried my best, and I was seeing people who were obviously much older than me growing at such a faster rate than I was, and it really did knock my confidence sometimes, and I didn't understand why or why these things were happening, or why I wasn't growing as fast. And so to my younger self, I'd like to say that your time is coming and it does get better. I really do believe that I'm very special. Like, I feel like there's just something over me that nobody else has. So I've always known that. So for me, I have been criticized multiple times, maybe by my peers, or that didn't understand why I was doing what I was doing, or why I wasn't living the life of a normal high school teenage girl. So for me, I just take it for what it is, and that's just a lack of understanding from other people. Yeah, I used to cry about it or feel very upset about it, but when I was very young. But now I really do, I allow people to have their opinions of me, and I know that that's not who I am, or whatever judgment that they may think of when they see what they see of me doing on social media. A lot of people used to say, oh, you think you're all that because you're doing modeling, or you've got a few followers on Instagram. So I do really just take it as it is, and I really tell myself that they just don't understand, and that I do have such a big vision for who I want to become one day, and I just always tell myself it's okay, they will understand one day.